Welcome to Skedline. My name is Sohini Mondal, and here's what's making news now. The Toronto District School Board is cutting $22.3 million from the current budget and is also cutting 257 teaching jobs. This includes the loss of 88 elementary school teaching positions and special education instructors. Also, 169 full-time high school teachers will lose their jobs. The budget cuts are in response to the decline in enrollment and funding available to Toronto schools. Parents of students at Lambton Kingsway Junior Middle School in Etobicoke have complained that their children became sick after the school allowed construction work spreading hot asphalt to the roof to take place while classes were held. One worker involved in the project said asphalt was heated up next to a door at the school, allowing fumes to get inside the building. Parents complained and their children had stomach aches and were pale, vomiting, and coughing. The school's principal says air quality tests took place 2 days after the incident. But Gareth Owen, president of an environmental consulting company, and a parent says testing 2 days after the problem does not reveal what kids were exposed to. Owen also says staff closed the doors and windows instead of ventilating the building. Plans for what will replace the famous Stollery building at Yonge and Bloor have been revealed by Sam Mizrahi, the developer in charge of the site. Mizrahi has proposed the second tallest building in Toronto at 80 stories, a mix of upscale condos and retail space with a path connection to the subway. The building will have an exoskeleton structure with customized units and will have 600 parking spots with valet service. 2 police officers were shot and wounded in what officials called an ambush early on Thursday in the violence arising from months of tension between African Americans and the city's mostly white police force. An intense manhunt was underway for a suspect or suspects in the shootings of the officer who were treated and released from hospital, police said. An undisclosed number of people were taken in for questioning, police said. The shooting of 18-year-old by Officer Darren Wilson last summer, along with other police slayings of unarmed people in cities including New York and decisions by grand juries not to charge the involved officers last year, sparked months of protests. An attorney representing Brown's parents said on Thursday the family condemned the shooting and noted the violence seen during the protests has been the work of a small number of people in the crowd. The incident happened shortly after Ferguson Police Chief Thomas Jackson resigned. The resignation followed a U.S. Justice Department report addressing complaints about racial biases and abuses by police in Ferguson, Missouri. Canada's Privacy Commissioner, Daniel Terrien, did not make it onto the committee witness panel to further discuss Bill C-51. The proposed anti-terrorism bill could see 17 federal agencies and departments in charge of overseeing every Canadian's personal data. Daniel Terrien says Canada Revenue Agency, which historically has been highly protected information, would be broadly available if deemed relevant to the detection of new security threats. Daniel Terrien is scheduled to meet the committee this morning as representative from the International Civil Liberties Monitoring Group. Canadians are tweeting using the hashtag #DressCodePM to criticize Prime Minister Stephen Harper's comments on the niqab. On Tuesday, the Prime Minister said niqabs are rooted in a culture that is anti-woman. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau spoke out against Harper's comments, saying he was doubling down on the politics of fear and calling his politics crass. Now Canadians are reacting strongly to what Harper said. At Pop-Off Culture tweeted, "Tell women what to wear is no different than telling us what we can or cannot do with our bodies." And at Amina Jabbar tweeted, "Hey, at PM Harper, I'm not smart enough to dress myself. Does my stethoscope work with my outfit?" A 5-story cement factory collapsed during construction in Part District, Bangladesh. Approximately 55 people were working on the roof when the building caved in. 40 workers have been rescued from the rubble. However, it is estimated that another 40 employees are still buried underneath. The search and rescue continues for survivors. Rumors are swirling that Russian President Vladimir Putin has fallen ill after he canceled a visit to Kazakhstan, prompting a Kazakhstan official to tell Reuters that it looks as though Putin has fallen ill. Dmitry Peskov, a spokesperson for Putin, denied the rumors, saying that everything is all right and that Putin's handshake is still so strong it could break your hand. Putin has not been seen in public since March 5th when he met with the Prime Minister of Italy, Matteo Renzi. Thanks for watching Sked Live. For more news stories, please look at skedline.com. I'm Sohini Mondal. Have a great afternoon.